Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Gracie, and today I'm doing a very requested Q&A. You guys always have so many questions for me, so I thought that I would just do a very big public video. I have screenshotted so many of your questions from my Instagram stories. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, you guys should totally do so. We have so much fun over there. I'm constantly in my DMs talking to you guys. In this Q&A, I picked probably my most commonly asked questions as well as a couple of other fun ones because you guys really seem like you want to know. So without further ado, let's get into the video. There is no particular order to any of these questions, so I don't know what you're gonna get. We're just gonna go in the order that I screenshotted them. Madison wants to know where I'd like to move after graduation, and this kind of goes along with a lot of questions I've been getting about my majors, minors, all of that. So I'm going to preface this answer with this. I will be graduating in the spring of 2022, so that'll be 4 years of college with both my bachelor's and my master's, with minors in international business and management, and then a master's specialization in digital and social media. So kind of crazy. There will be a video on all of that to come. And so where would I like to move after graduation? Well, I see my life going in 10 different directions at this point, and it's all in God's will. But I would like to travel, COVID willing, for, I don't know, maybe 6 months at least, just kind of go see more of the world, especially because my semester abroad on semester at sea, I'll link the playlist up there, or I think maybe it's in that corner, but my study abroad got cut short, and so there's still so many things I would love to go see in this world before I really settle down and have a job, and I would love to bring you guys along with me. So if you aren't already subscribed down below, you guys should, and you would totally not miss out on any fun videos that could be coming your way. So where would I like to move? So if I'm not going to be traveling abroad, I don't know, I could see maybe myself somewhere in Dallas, which is very, very weird because I never really considered Texas before, or just probably somewhere in a hotter region. I don't think I would fare very well in the cold for very long. I could always see myself moving out to California. I think that'd be so wonderful. When I move back home to Palm Beach, I don't know, maybe not right off the bat, but of course South Florida is a great place to live too. So there you go. I kind of see myself going in about 1,000 different directions. I also heard I would love Nashville. I've never been. My plan is to go, soon when we're able to go and have it be safe. So who knows? Another question I got quite a few different variations of. This is one of them. Are you and Chloe still friends? Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't want to disclose exactly, but let's just say we live very close to each other. Just living situations and time schedules, it didn't work out, but that does not mean that we're not still friends. And just because she hasn't been in vlogs, honestly could be a timing thing. I still love her. Don't worry. Everything is all good. Just living wise, sometimes you find out that, you just don't live well together, and that was mainly for us based on our schedules. Our schedules were almost opposite flipped. We intentionally would have to make time to hang out with each other, whereas I guess we both wanted a roommate that was going to be around. Madeline and I have very similar schedules, so we're able to see each other when we're home and different things like that. So don't you guys worry, everything's all good. This question makes me laugh. Are you and Hannah still getting along? Yes. Surprisingly, we haven't had any fights or anything. We do really well. I mean, like we said in our sister Q&A when we were younger, we fought all the time, and now it's just sometimes little nitpicky sister things, and 5 minutes later everything's all good. Another question was, do I have another sister besides Hannah? Yes, a lot of you guys recently have been asking a lot about Sarah. Sarah has grown up. She lives with her dog and her boyfriend on the complete other side of the state. She's super busy with work and also pretty camera shy. So when the camera is around, I try and respect people's privacy. If I know they don't like being in the videos, Sarah doesn't really like to be put on the vlog. So I just respect people's privacy. But yes, I do have another sister, and she's just all grown up and has a big girl job and can't come around as often as Hannah or I, who are still both in school. Plans after I graduate. So I kind of covered this in the beginning, but this also goes along with, do you think you'll ever be able to do a semester at sea again? Dear goodness, I hope so. If I could do a semester at sea fall of 22, after post-grad, that would be absolutely incredible. I loved semester at sea. I love that whole program. Absolutely love to go again. So plans after I graduate, dude, if I can do a semester at sea again, I will be there. So we'll see if that works out. If not, I have no clue what I'm doing after I'm graduating. I have no idea. It kind of stresses me out because I feel like I always knew what I wanted to do. I still would work corporate for Lily, which was my plan all along, but this whole influencing YouTube thing just kind of went off, and now I'm like, wow, I love what I do. I love talking to you guys. I just love this whole job that I've created. So if I can keep doing this, I absolutely will. Okay, quickly in the middle, because I'm sure you guys are so curious of my phone case because it keeps moving around. This is my Casetify case for this month. It says 'tis the season to be extra. Hello. I'm pretty sure Casetify made this case for me. You guys know I love their cases. I love their cases so much that I already went and got new cases for my new phone that's coming in soon, because these are military grade drop proof protection. You guys know that I love Casetify. You can always get 20% off with casetify.com/Gracie O'Connor. But I wanted to mention this because I thought that it would be a great Christmas gift for anybody. These are seriously the best phone cases. Have saved my phone more times than you will ever know. I'm pretty clumsy when it comes to dropping my phone, but this one's so fun because I don't know if you can see like all the glitter going around in it. It's great, but I thought I would just pop this in here because I do love Casetify and they love you guys. So if you do want 20% off, I will leave the link in the description, casetify.com/Gracie O'Connor. So here's a sneak peek at some of my new ones. I did 2 custom ones. Love the Go-Getter one. I have that for my old phone. Love this snake one with the Gracie, and the world is yours. I just absolutely love these. 20% off Casetify cases by going to casetify.com/Gracie O'Connor. Grace wants to know, where do you get your inspiration to keep going when times are tough? And a lot of you guys ask very similar questions to this about positivity and keeping your chin up. And if you guys know me, I have a relationship with the Lord. He is my rock, my strength. That is the reason I wake up every single morning, God willing. And for those of you who aren't religious, I can give you this tidbit of advice, is that everything happens for a reason. I truly, truly, truly believe that. I believe it also from a God standpoint, where I believe everything is perfect in His plan, and there are terrible things that happen and you have no explanation, but you have to know that it's happening for a reason. And you, even if you don't believe it, I mean, convince yourself of it, because I promise you everything happens for a reason. So I mean, even when bad things are going on in my life, I know that there's greater good, and I've seen it time and time again when things go wrong, like doors open to even better opportunities, or just things happen that make you realize like, oh, I went through that struggling period and out came this. And sometimes it's so hard to see it when you're going through it, but when you come out the other side, like I have been through that enough to know that, goodness gracious, if something's tough or if I'm going through something, I just know how many times I have been pulled out of bad situations or anything like that, and I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, everything is all good. So again, even when I'm going through things, and sometimes it's so hard to look at the good in that, I just try so hard to find the good and to find the things worth holding on to. So my advice to you is just to keep your chin up and know that this too shall pass, that everything will be okay, even if you don't think it will be. Promise you'll learn something from it, you'll come through it. Like, there will be good from the bad, always. And it's hard to see, I know you're probably looking at me and rolling your eyes, you're about to click off this video, but I promise you. Emily wants to know, how do you stay motivated to go to working out so much? Oh my word, let me tell you. I hate working out. I still hate working out to this day. Like, there are a lot of times where I'm in Orange and I'm like, I hate this. I just don't enjoy working out. I don't know what it is. So a lot of times where I just like, I don't know, I think it's boring. But I feel so good after working out. Like, it is just a mental health, like everything is just wonderful after working out. I don't know what it is. And I know that I get to drink a Celsius after I work out. So I don't know how I stay motivated. I think the motivation comes from like, oh, I really don't want to go. Oh, I don't really want to be here. And then after being like, man, I'm so glad I went. I'm so glad I took that hour out of my day to go do that. And I feel so much better now. It's always great. You guys, the most asked question. And I just knew this would be the most asked question. And I'll read a couple different variations of it. Do you not focus on guys when you're in college, or have you just not found the one for you yet? Do you have a boyfriend? Are you dating someone, or do you have a crush? I mean, have you ever had a boyfriend? So many questions like that. So yes, I've had a boyfriend before. I've had, I guess you could say, 2 boyfriends. And sometimes like things just don't work out, and I'm still like honestly friends with both of them, which is really good. And do I have a boyfriend? No. I think it's so important to focus on yourself. Like, I don't personally feel the need to have somebody. If somebody's gonna come along and be the right one, perfect, great, I'm all for that. But right now, I have accomplished so many things in my own personal life, like just being able to have the time to focus on myself, whether that be personal growth or like launching my merch. I wasn't busy hanging out with my boyfriend, and I was able to work extra hard on doing those things. Like in my mind, that's where it kind of goes to, where I'm in that space where I think it's more important to like focus on my accomplishments and what I want than like go searching for a boy. But that's also just my personality. I know a lot of other people who would like rather have a boyfriend than go work on their accomplishments, and to each his own. But for me, I focus on me, and if somebody comes in and is able to like complement my life in that way, again, I'm all here for it. But for now, I'm good where I'm at. Julie wants to know, how do your parents feel about your channel? Honestly, they are just as shocked as I am. Like sometimes I can't even believe people want to watch me and watch my life and support and follow along. It's just like been the craziest 2.5 years ever of having a channel. It's been, no, 2.5 years-ish of having a channel. It's been great. And so my parents, every time they're like, holy moly, I can't believe you're doing all these things because of YouTube. You guys have opened so many doors for me I couldn't even imagine having. So I owe it all to you guys, and again, they're just as shocked as I am that this is real. I love this question because I just know it's so genuine. How have you been mentally? I love you, and I would go to Bama, but it's too far. I know Bama can be very far for some people, but I have been great mentally. I mean, I will say I've been having some YouTube related like mental blocks, and just seeing that like I know so many YouTubers are doing Vlogmas right now and everybody's views are down, because like for college YouTubers, your views come from people who love to see your college life, and like I don't have college life for 7 weeks, so I get it, my views are down. So sometimes it's just frustrating to see that videos are underperforming, but I'm putting in like the same amount of work and effort into like the ones that perform usually, if that makes sense, at school. So sometimes that can get to me mentally, where it's like, you're not good enough right now, but it's just maybe not content that you guys want to see right now. I totally get that, and I have to totally respect that, because I still love this. I love doing this, and I just have to remind myself, get in front of the camera, you're gonna be fine. But other than that, like, life's been great. I'm done with finals. I'm like stress-free, you know, just trying to get some stuff done while I'm here at home and enjoy family time. Things like that has been really great. So thank you for asking. This goes along with the YouTube aspect, and I've got two different variations of it. One is, do you get jealous of Lauren? And one is, do you ever get annoyed when people compare you to Lauren? Love you both. Oh, and I love these questions because everyone who knows me personally, I think Lauren's a doll. We're great friends. Like, life is good. We text a lot. Like, I love her. She is the sweetest person literally ever. And this brings me to this. You cannot compare yourself to anyone else in this entire world, whether that comes from their successes, the amount of money they make in a year, what their job is, how many kids they have, who they're married to, or whether that be their body shape or their body type or their hair color or anything. Like, I think comparison is like the worst thing in the entire world. It kills things. And I've had it happen before, like years ago, when I used to just compare myself to people, and I literally, you're miserable. I don't know if that's just me, but I was miserable when I compare myself to people. But I think that there is a space for everyone's voices on the internet. Like, so many people have different life experiences. Like, our lives are similar in the way that we go to college together and we're in the same sorority, but like our life experiences are so different, and so there's so much space on the internet for both of us to share that. And if she has more subscribers than I do, like, you gotta be there to cheer them on and to congratulate them and to be there with them to say congrats, because what are you gonna do, like go cry in a corner and buy subscribers? Like, I don't know. It's not what I would do. Like, if people aren't wanting to subscribe to me, that's like not my fault at getting mad at Lauren. Do you get that? So absolutely not is the answer to that. I love her, Lauren, if you're watching this. But yeah, I don't think you should ever compare yourself to anyone. Morgan wants to know, what's the biggest misconception that people have about you? And I love that I'm able to answer this question, because it kind of ties along with everybody always asking, why am I happy? Why am I positive? A lot of people think that that's fake. They're like, oh, you're not actually that happy. Or I've gotten some pretty rude DMs before that's like, read the room, or we know, we can see right through your happiness. And that honestly kind of hurts me a little bit, because I do consider myself, like, who you see on camera is me maybe 98% of the time. Yeah, are there times I'm gonna be sad or mad at somebody or get in a fight with somebody? hi, I'm human. Yes, of course. Like, it happens where I'm not always in the best mood. And that's just me maybe not wanting to pick up the camera. Like, oh, I do not feel good today. I'm not picking up the camera. That's not because I don't want you guys to see that. It's because I'm like, ew, I feel gross. I don't even want to watch myself, you know, be in a bad mood. So that being said, this happiness is real. And it doesn't mean that I'm not sad sometimes. I can pick myself up from that. It does not mean I don't fight with people or that I can be in a bad attitude or hangry or anything like that. Because trust me, I am human and I can be mean to my siblings or people or whatever, but you gotta know that, like, at the end of the day, that's not what defines me. I think anybody in my real life will tell you, like, this positivity is here and it outshines any anger or sadness or madness or hanger or whatever you want to say happens. Like, this is the real me. Ta-da! Anyway, that is all the questions I'll be answering for today. Thank you guys so much for submitting them on my Instagram stories. Again, if you're not following me, you totally should. Join that girl gang squad over there on Instagram. I love you guys so much, and I will see you again so soon. Bye!